Hi, everybody, and welcome to my page. I'm Tracie Mahan, and this is the 5-card pull for the 19th through the 25th. And I'm going to start doing this a little bit different because it seems like these 5-card pulls are not of much interest anymore. So the number of views have gone way down. So in order to just kind of make my life a little less chaotic, I'm going to reduce the amount of times I do them. But I do thank you guys all for your support, and everybody that does watch the videos. It means a lot to me. Your feedback, your comments is always so welcome and so fun to read through, and seeing the synchronicities of the readings with what's going on in your life. So for right now anyways, I'm going to just do one a week, and we'll see how that goes. And if the interest seems to pick up again, then maybe I'll pick up another reading in the week. So for right now though, let's go find out what the cards have to say for the week ahead. Okay, so this week I've got a new deck on the board here. This is Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck, and that was a gift from a dear friend of mine that found those, and they're really cool. They have a lot of light language writings on them and stuff. So we are going to play with those today with the light language messages. I've got the Egyptian tarot cards, and I've got the Mystic Wisdom cards. So let's get started. Let's find out what these cards all have to say for the week ahead. We're looking at Sunday the 19th through Saturday the 25th of April. If you're watching this at a different time, don't worry, it's still going to hold the message for you. These are brand new cards. Bear with me as I get them to cooperate with me. And I'm doing the 5-card pull. So if you guys are new to the page, welcome, welcome, welcome. I always love the new energy. It is so fantastic. So thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the page yet, please do so. That'll get you notified when new things are being loaded up. I am loading up the right now the Metaphysical Hour with Julia Cannon. We interviewed John McCluckey this week, and he is one of the level 3 practitioners of quantum healing hypnosis technique in Australia. So that was kind of fun to get to do that, and so watch for that to come to the page. And hopefully I'll be doing a recording with Jason this week for the channeling with the Octurians, and so that'll be another thing to be watching for. Let's see. And there could be possibly other videos coming as the week goes on. So we'll see what happens there. All right. So for those of you who are new to this, I do 5-card lineup with 3 different decks. So the first card, or first position, is how are you going into the week? The second position is what are you bringing into the week with you? Third position is what is it that you are not seeing? Fourth position is what is your action step? And the 5th position is the outcome. So I'm excited to see what these new cards do. I haven't really played with them much. I did a couple of things for myself, but this is the first time I get to read it for the collective. So that's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to use the Egyptian tarot cards, and see, I'm using 2 pretty new decks. I've used these ones a couple of times, but they're still pretty slippery. So you guys may see me doing that a little bit. See, yes, they almost got away from me. Okay. So how we are going into the week, what we bring into it with us, what is the action step? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the action step. That's what is it we're not seeing. What is the action step, and what is the outcome? Okay. Hopefully I got that right in the first round too, sorry. Okay. Now we're going to go for the Mystical Wisdom cards. What is it that we need to know as a collective for the 19th through the 25th of April? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but the energy sure has seemed to be shifting lately in a good way, in a very good way. So I'm excited about that. I did join in on the thing going around for the weekend, and I'm assuming that's just going to continue going on, is whenever you see the clock hit 11 o'clock, stop and just see this earth in its best, most fabulous outcome possible, the new earth images in your mind, whatever that might be for you. As a collective, we will change the reality, and that's 11 o'clock. Anytime you see your clock hit 11, whatever time zone you're in, it doesn't matter. And that way it just keeps happening throughout the day all over the world. And it's really cool. So I joined in on doing that, and I actually have been setting my alarm so I don't miss it. And today, when we had 11 a.m. in Oregon, I closed my eyes. I was actually just talking with someone, and so I closed my eyes and I could see the most beautiful orbs floating around. And then I was seeing the different colors of eyes, that, you know, looking into people's eyes, and their eyes were changing. It was really cool. So I invite you guys to do that. When 11 o'clock hits, you just stop and pause and think about, what kind of a beautiful world would you like to live in? Okay, so we're gonna get the pendulum out here now, and we're gonna ask, please show me yes. Thank you. Please show me no. Thank you. And the question is, are all the cards on the table here the correct cards for the reading for the collective today? Wonderful. That is a big yes. I started saying yes before I could finish. That's how good that yes was. Okay. So if you are new, these are tarot cards in the middle. I don't read them as tarot. I just read the pictures that are on them. If I know the tarot meaning and it applies, I do apply it. But just so you're aware, if you're seeing that and you're like, that's not what that card means. Just so you get a little familiar with me. Okay, so we're going into the week with a little bit of neutrality going on. Things are feeling a little neutral. That's not a bad place to be. That's actually a pretty good place to be. And, you know, you're probably finding balance with the energy. I was just saying, I've been feeling the energy shift a little bit, and it's starting to get a little bit more balanced, would be a great word for it. And with this next card, what it looks like is everything's being balanced on this staff. And so again, I'm going to say that neutrality is also equaling balance. Balance in the energy, balance in your life, balance with frequencies, with everything coming in. People are starting to move past certain things that they're going through and finding balance in their life. And then we got sensuality. Very, very much a card that comes up a lot in these readings. And the sensuality, you know, the way I look at that is really getting to know you, being familiar with you. What are your desires? What is it you want? What is it that you fall in love with? And let's look at that. And so that's how you're going into the week. Let's see what else we got going on here. Compassion. What a beautiful one. And then, and of course, look at the light language that's put in there. So we got neutrality and compassion. What a beautiful thing with everything the world's going through right now is to just fall into the compassion. And that is what you are bringing into this week. You are bringing the compassion. You are working on your path work and finding emotional fulfillment with that as well. Some of that is physical work, and some of that is spiritual work. And so that's why I'm looking at that card. You are coming into path work with your spirituality and your physical human beingness coming together and finding the balance in that. And then what do we've got? And we've got animal bonds. Oh, so true. How many of you have been cuddling more with your animals on the couch because you're home, right? And so the bonds with the animals, even in nature, the animals have been different. The other day I was sitting in the backyard and this cute little hummingbird came and landed in the tree and was just making his little noise next to me. And I thought, man, I've never seen a hummingbird sit still so long, right? And so I was just sitting there watching him, and then he flew off for a little bit. And so I went back to what I was doing, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing that little chatter again, and he had come back and landed in the tree and just sat with me again for a little bit. And so just being aware, being alert to those things, the synchronicities of them, the messages that go into that with what's happening around you. If you do have a certain animal or bird or something that keeps showing up, look it up, find out what the meaning of that animal or that spirit animal is. Okay, and in the hidden, what you're not seeing is expression. So express yourself, express and move the energy into a form of expression for yourself. You have everything you need to fill yourself up emotionally. And we say this several times in these readings, don't look outside of yourself for things. It's all right there within. And when you start expressing that, you know, here we're looking at sensuality. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you love? What are the things that you want to hold on to, and express that? And don't be afraid to express it. You are so entitled to a different opinion, a different way of being, a different style, a different way to act in the world than the person next to you. Be expressive of who you are, and know that that's emotionally going to put you, fill your cup, and it's going to put you on the right path. And then we've got the intuition card, and that card is also trusting that intuition. That one's pretty easy. We all know that is showing us our direction as well. So trust your intuition, know that you have everything it takes to fill yourself emotionally and express yourself. Okay, so those are the things you're not seeing or not doing. Now, one of the things about this Egyptian card is that I do have the blanks in there. And I do that on purpose, because that means this is the action step right here. This is the action step spot. And here we have this blank card, and the blank card says, this is a page that isn't written yet. This is a page that you get to be the co-creator of what is going on for you. And let's look at this. Authenticity is with that one. How much more of that can we get? Be yourself, find yourself, sensuality, expression, authenticity. These cards couldn't be telling you more to be who you came here to be. And we've said it in different videos all over the place. I've been saying this, and others have been saying it. It is time, light workers. This is what we are here for. This is what we came here for, this time now. It is time for us to keep our energy up, our frequencies up, our vibrations up, however you want to look at that, and find the thing you're passionate about. Find the thing that you love. Express it. Find compassion for the world, and be neutral. Don't go into anything with judgment or expectations. Be neutral. Have compassion. Express yourself. Be authentic. And then okay, so then we have the keys to goodness. You have those keys right there with you. You don't need to look outside of yourself. You have it. It's right here. You have it. You're creating the balance between the mind and the body, the spirit and the physical. You are doing that already in your life. You have what it takes to do that. So you are being authentic, and you are finding your keys to goodness, and you are expressing yourself. You already know how to do this. You know how to create it. You are the writer of this part of your play, okay? If you look at this whole life like a play, you are now looking at the fact that this is a blank page. What do you want to have happen? And I just mentioned, hey, at 11 o'clock, do the thing, the Bruce Lipton, and I forget the other two names that were on that video. I'm sorry to them, but I posted it on my Facebook page if you're curious about it, if you haven't seen it. But at 11 o'clock, rather it's 11 in the morning, 11 at night, just pause in those moments and see the life you want to create. See the life that you want to live. See the world you want to live in. That is what you're doing right here. What is the outcome? Good health. Look at that drawing. That's pretty cool. You got good health. And we've got this balance. I see this as body, mind, spirit. Body, mind, spirit. And so you've got the Trinity here. Some refer to that like the Holy Spirit as well. You are stepping into the truest, most authentic part of you. You are stepping into what you're passionate about, what you love. What is it that you love that touches you in the heart? And you are creating this. You are filling this cup. You have everything it takes to do that. You are creating the balance with the body, mind, spirit. And we got balance here. We got balance here. So you're coming in with balance. You're leaving with balance, right? And don't be afraid to fly solo. Be self-reliant. That's what that card is. And what that is about is just don't look outside of yourself. Look inside yourself for these answers. And that is a continued message, right? So let's see what else is going on here. Let's ask the cards. Is there anything else you would like us to know with this reading as we go into this week and we are really being true to ourselves? What is it that I love? What is it that I love? What am I passionate about? What is sensual to me? And look for the sensuality. Look for your compassion in the world as you go in neutral, without judgment, without expectation, and just be in this moment, creating a balance with yourself, body, mind, spirit. That's all throughout here. Expressing yourself in love and in ways that are authentic and true to you. Okay, let's see what else we got going in here. Wish upon a star. What is it you want? We're going to put that with that blank card. Wishing upon that star. What do you want? What do you want? What's your desires? If you woke up in the perfect world, what would that look like? What would it look like? And then, okay. This one's interesting. I'm going to show you that card because it's got a lot going on there. So it's going to take me a second to just really look at that. It's going to be up to you to, this is the way I'm reading this one. It's going to be up to you to get rid of those negative thoughts, the thoughts that are focusing on what isn't working. It is really an interesting time to go into the world being positive, being truly and authentically positive. In these times when you open the front doors and it's like, okay, what's going on out here? You know, there's a lot of fear going on in the world right now. And so staying positive, staying uplifted, seeing us coming out of this on top, and bringing in the magic of that. I'm going to switch to the other deck. Let's go back to our cosmic cards here. Oops, they're sticking to the other deck. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the new deck, the Cosmic Consciousness deck. Comparison. Now, as I look at that card, it's telling me again, don't look outside of yourself. That brings me to this one with the self-reliance. Don't be afraid to go solo. You don't need someone else's approval. You don't need somebody else to hold your hand through it. So don't compare yourself to others, and don't compare yourself to the way someone else is doing it. There's been a lot of sessions where I talk about that, because people are like, well, I don't see things the way so-and-so saw them, or I don't hear it like that, and I don't see it like that. And then it turns out that they're getting their information completely different. And when they let go of comparing themselves to how other people are doing it, then they get their messages so completely clear. And once they understand how the messages are coming in, then they can start to trust them. Here's one I really love, the creativity. Be in that creative mind right now. Be in your creative mind. Let that happen. And for some of you, there's some divine union going on. You are finding your soulmate and amplifying the energy through the soulmate connections. And that's really amazing. And I hope that everybody is finding that in their life, that divine union. Some of you, that divine union is with spirit itself. It's with yourself, it's with spirit, it's with finding that passion, it's with finding that way of being, of your expression. And that could be your divine union. So that card can really apply to every single person listening, even if you're not in a relationship. All right, let's see what else we got. We got friendship. That could also be a friendship. The divine union could be partnerships, it could be friendships, it could be love relationships, it could be all kinds of things for you. And here we got the healing the body, mind, and spirit right here. Body, mind, spirit. More confirmation for that. So we're really going into a very spiritual week, the way I see it. A week of, this is talking about bringing in some positive changes. So this is really going to be a week of transformation if you let it be. If you follow these little guidelines and you start visualizing, seeing yourself in these amazing beautiful places in the world at 11 o'clock or all day long. Do it all day long, and get rid of those thoughts that tell you otherwise, and see these things happening. If there's something going on in the world, which we know there is, but you know, there's different things going on in the world, so I don't want to limit it to just one, so I'm just going to keep it generic. If there's something going on in the world you don't like, what are you going to spend that time thinking about? Thinking about it healing. Everyone's healthy and strong and vibrant and alive and enjoying fresh air and clean water and good food, healthy food. that nourishes their body. Maybe that's the thought you're putting out there. Maybe there's something going on that's a relationship that isn't working the way you hoped it would, or is having some conflict, and you're spending your time seeing that healed and balanced and put back into place and put back where it's supposed to be, and in the highest and best good for both people involved, or all people involved, however that works out. Maybe it's a family thing. I've done some ancestral healing with the work this week too. And so that is something that's very important as well, is to bring the whole ancestral frequency into the healing, see it healed, see it complete. Do that in your meditation time, where you're pulling in those positive affirmations and thoughts to help shift the consciousness of this planet that we are in. So I'm going to leave it right there, you guys. It has been amazing. I love all of these cards. They're just playing so nice together. I hope you guys have an amazing week of your ascension process and going into the spiritual expansion. And if you are looking for some more insights, some more positive vibrations, I am still working, and my Zoom sessions are listed on my website, traciemahan.com. I'm doing ascension sessions and readings, and not that I have coaching listed on there right now, but coaching or hypnosis if you're not able to do ascension sessions or don't want the readings. So if that is the case, please email me and I'll give you instructions to how to do that. All my connections are down below, so please go check that out. You guys are amazing. Keep being so positive and wonderful in the world. You are the light. You are the way showers. You are the beacons. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you all have a fabulous week.